What is going on, everybody, and welcome to episode 2 of Trying Tottenham, what this series is going to be called. And if you happen to watch the last episode, or you remember, we ended that episode 2-0-1. I believe the 1 comes in the last column. That's the lost section. So we won 2 and we lost 1, and we go into the bronze tournament yet again in the first round, and we come up against another shitty bronze team. And obviously we enjoy playing this because we don't have a really good bronze team. We've only got 3 Spurs players at the moment, and none of them are fantastic. Frederick is pretty good, he's pretty fast, but we go and take an early lead in the 4th minute with McGrath, who again has only 45 shooting on his card, but happens to have a cannon of a left foot, which is really good to see. And then we break the offside trap really there. It was a nice little slide rule pass to Kropfel, I think that's how you pronounce his name. He's Austrian, no clue how to pronounce it, but now we're up 2-0, and in the 70th minute we happen to just force our way through with Kropfel again, and he scores, and he's on 2 chemistry, so I don't know if it just doesn't matter as much if you come up against another shitty bronze team, but for him to score 2 goals and be on 2 chemistry the entire time, we all know he's not going to play as well as he could, but he does get a 9.3 rating. Doesn't happen to get man of the match even though he scored 2 goals. But that's the way FIFA works sometimes, and we get another win in this series, and so far we're doing pretty well. I'm surprised we're not coming up against some like absolutely monstrous bronze teams like we did in the last episode. We did come up against 2 decent ones, but nothing too great, and we go into the market and we buy Dawkins, I believe is what it is. He's been all over the place. He went to Aston Villa, he played for the San Jose Earthquakes in the MLS, but there's only left mid versions of him, and I bought a 4-3-2-1 because I wouldn't have to buy a formation card, because a 4-3-2-1 for a winger plays just fine in a 4-3-3. And we also go and change our name because I happened to notice that I had a lot of FIFA points, or I think that's what they're called, actually the EA Sports coins or whatever. So we changed our name to the Tottenham Hotspur. And because I'm probably going to be doing this series until the end of FIFA 13, might as well, you know, there's really no point in keeping the old name, which was Musketeers, if you guys don't happen to remember that. But now we look really official. We've got the kit, we've got the badge, we've got the players, and now we got the name. So people know, you know, we're not messing around. We're here to do some serious business. And we applied the left mid to left winger card to Dawkins, which cost about 2,000 coins, so it wasn't too bad. Not as bad as some other consumables, which are absolutely ridiculous now. Like the what's it called? The contract cards are absolutely insane. But I think that's why EA released the consumable pack. So all you're gonna get in those consumables if you happen to buy one. But we go into the second game of this episode. We come up against AU, stands for Austin United, and he's got a 4-2-2-2 bronze English side, which are very, very common. These English sides come up against 2 of them already. We also came up against the Brazilian side, which was pretty interesting. Haven't really come up against those in all of Ultimate Team, right? Those gold Brazilian ones are everywhere, but we do get a penalty in the end of the first half. We're in the 45th minute. And we're going to get Dawkins on this because we want him to get his debut goal, and what better way than a penalty where you have a 50-50 chance really of scoring this, and he puts it away nicely into the top right corner. The goalkeeper dives the other way, and Dawkins does have the best penalty shooting stats for now until we happen to upgrade players, so we're going to have him take a bunch of our penalty shots and our free kicks. But in the 88th minute, he gets a corner, and of course he's going to score that. FIFA wants us to go to extra time, and that's exactly what's going to happen. We're in the 101st minute, and Luongo shows great strength to get that ball back, and then plays a wonderful ball to Morris, and Morris is just going to power that in with his left foot past the goalkeeper in the 103rd, and we're ecstatic. This guy has a good team, he's a good player, and we're up 2-1 in the 103rd minute, but he comes straight back. I don't know what the hell happened to my other center back, but he just lost his mark, and of course Mero is going to put that away near post, as anyone would. So we actually have to end up going to penalty kicks, and Dawkins is now 2 for 2 for his penalties, and then he goes up with his first striker and he goes down the middle, and I had thought about staying down the middle just in case, but he ended up doing that. I went down the middle, and then he tries to go down the middle, and he ends up chipping it over, the little cheeky attempt, but I would have blocked it anyway because I had been standing there perfectly. Fredericks gets his penalty in. We're 3-1 up now. He scores his. It's 3-2. He's gone down the middle every single time, so I thought at this point I'm just gonna stay down the middle, save his penalty, end this early. So that's exactly what I do here, and he decides to go to the left. The cheeky bastard completely bamboozles me, but we got McGrath going to take the PK, and he guesses correctly, stays in the middle. I don't even know if he guessed. I think he just doesn't know how to dive for whatever reason, but This is his penalty to keep him in the game, and I saved that shit. So we win this game against another 4-2-2 English side. Pretty intense game, I won't lie. It was really close. We each hit the post a couple of times, and we didn't really end up scoring until the penalty shootout. But we do come away with the victory, which is always good to see. We want to get our players on the highest morale as they can, because players obviously play better if they've got a higher morale. And since we bought all the bronze players, we're on to the silvers, and this is actually a transferred player. I think he's come back from his loan at PAOK in the Hellas Liga, I think that's how you pronounce it. And he's a South African center back with 75 pace. I had no idea that he'd been playing for Spurs or that he even belonged to them. But he's back at the squad now, and I think he's going to go on loan next year for sure. I don't see him making the first team, but because we've got a silver player, we're going to move straight into the silver tournament. And just look at our team. We're completely bossing this. We're going to go into the silver tournament with that exact squad. We've got one silver player. The rest are bronze. They're not even on full chemistry except for some of the Tottenham ones. And we come up against a championship silver side, obviously. I have no idea who his two strikers were. The only players I knew were his left back and his center mid, Goulburn, who I know is very, very fast and has a really good left foot on him, but a 2-star weak foot on his right. But I'm coming up against a team that I have no idea what they're all about, and those are always the hardest games to play, because you don't know how to defend them, you don't know which foot they're going to shoot with. But we take a pretty early lead. William smashes it in the near post in the 17th minute. So we pull out the little moonwalk because we had just bought it in the EA Sports catalog, and I wanted to try it out. But he gets a goal kick right here. And this has been happening a lot. They like playing it short for whatever reason, but Williams takes advantage of that and just powers that into the same post, far post this time, and we give him a little push up to show that we mean business this game. But we're up 2-0. It's the 45th minute, and my defender just, I don't know, he just is on drugs or whatever that may have been. Maybe my finger just happened to slip, but he completely goes the opposite way around his forward. And it's 2-1, and it's still the 45th minute, and we get absolutely destroyed from behind. I don't even think the guy got a red for that tackle, but we put Dawkins on this penalty again. I've actually gotten more penalties with this team in this least amount of games than I've ever had in all of Ultimate Team, and I don't understand why that's happening. But Dawkins puts that one away with the Balotelli celebration at the very end, and we give the ball away in the midfield in the 54th minute, and our defender just can't catch up to the ball. And after our goalkeeper pulls off a pretty decent save, we do have a pretty good goalkeeper, I'm not gonna lie. He's definitely saved us quite a bunch, but his striker puts it away. But we come straight back in the next minute with a little cross, and Dawkins gets above his defender to put it into the back of the net. And even though Dawkins only has like 64 pace, he's one of the better players on the ball just because he has such high dribbling. But our goalkeeper absolutely fucking destroys Fredericks right there. Just completely sends him over. But I don't understand why they don't give goalkeepers reds in this game. Maybe in FIFA 14 they'll finally put that in, but we put Dawkins on the penalty again to put this game to bed for us. It's 4-2, and we miss. Oh, that was really one of those I guess it just killed the momentum, because if we had scored that, the game would have definitely been put to bed. But he scores in the 79th minute. But we do manage to hold on for the victory against a pretty good team. But that's going to be the end of the video, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Feel free to leave a like and subscribe, because it really, really does mean a lot to me. I love it when you guys enjoy these videos. So hope you had a good time watching. I'm having a lot of fun playing, and I will see you all next time.